Hey, welcome back to Midas Letter Live. My guest this segment is Bill Hullah. He is the president of FTI Foodtech International, Inc., trading on the TSX Venture under the symbol FTI. Bill, thanks for joining me today.
Oh, I've looked forward to this. This is excellent.
Beautiful. Bill, let's start with an overview. What exactly does FTI Foodtech do?
Well, FTI is a pretty interesting company. It is into blockchain. It is its history is technology transfer, and so we have automatically fitted into the blockchain and cryptocoin technologies that are now out there. They are dynamic. They are changing life for you and I. As the internet changed it in 2000, the blockchain is going to change it for us in the future.
You bet. We've got a whole bunch of different blockchain guests and crypto guests through here, so we're starting to understand how it works. But how specifically do you deploy food technology on the blockchain? Okay,
this is quite interesting. Let's take an example that you're a supermarket of some sort, and you've had a recall. Now, you can't buy a product from that company again until you've solved the problem. Say it was a meat problem, okay? So all of a sudden, until you can trace where that problem arose, you can't sell that product again. So that has real commercial impact. When you do it by the conventional method, they have to go back through HACCP and check each step all the way. And most of that is still hard to believe, paper. They're still doing it by filling out what was the temperature at that point. That's the temperature. It's written into a chart. And they've got to go back and trace where the problem actually occurred.
Okay.
This can take 2, 3, 4 weeks, even longer. And so that means that corporation cannot sell their meat product to your supermarket. Now, with the blockchain, all of that is traceable. You can't alter it, and I've been on many inspections where you've seen alterations on the line where, yes, it was 77 degrees and everything is fine. Well, you know, a little scratch there.
A little whiteout on the paper.
A little whiteout, and all of a sudden, not my fault.
Wow.
That thing. That can't happen with blockchain.
Sure.
With blockchain, you are unable to alter any thing that is put into the blockchain. And the most important part, too, is that it all can be done not in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but probably in about 10 minutes.
Really?
Which makes the difference.
Sure. So, okay, so the value proposition then is that you're going to improve the efficiency of which food is recalled and managed within food distribution systems like supermarkets.
That's correct, yeah.
Is this something that's going to cost a grocer, say Loblaws adopts your system, is it going to cost them more to monitor their food inventory using your system than the system they use now?
Okay, the system that they're using now is called HACCP, and this will be an implementation and an advancement on HACCP. Yes, it will cost, but I think that the way grocery operators operate, they'll be able to pass that on to the suppliers. I'm just guessing at that one.
Sure, and I guess probably there's going to be a recoup of costs somehow in the increased efficiency with which food recalls happen and protect their clientele.
Absolutely, and I think it's going to, you're going to see it happen all the way down through the line, not just with the big companies, all the way through.
Sure.
A good example is IBM. IBM has gone over to China. China cannot sell many of their food products to the world, and that's because they have no control on or history on where that food came from. And if there is a problem, they can't trace it. IBM is going in there and putting blockchain into all of their food processing plants. And when that happens, look out. You're going to see Chinese food throughout the world like we never saw before.
That's intriguing. So then what stage of development are you at with this technology? Have you got it into any stores or grocery distribution chains at this point?
No, we have not. Where we're at right now, and this is the important part, is we have signed with very strong support staff, the chap by the name of Chris Chris Kitts is one of the co-founders of a company called Zoom, and Zoom became PayPal. Oh. And so they're very, very knowledgeable in blockchain, in cryptocurrencies, and how to improve them. Mm-hmm. Where we're at right now is we have signed a contract with them, and we have obtained the SafeCash blockchain. And others can use SafeCash blockchain as well, but with their support, we're able to use that blockchain to go into the food industry, go into the barter industry, go into industries that FTI is very knowledgeable about already. My background is in microbiology, food safety, food hygiene. By blending the two, the food safety with my background and Chris Kitts' background in blockchain, we think we got a winner.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So then how long will it take before the technology is actually up and running and protecting consumers?
That's a good question. I have been talking with both American and Canadian companies, and I think the stumbling block is the cost of implementation, and also their fear of just the unknown. They don't know what the blockchain is able to do. They know it's coming. They know they need it. I think they're just traditionally the food industry is just a bit slower than many other industries to take on new challenges.
Right. Okay, your last financing was in December 2017. You raised $3 million. How much of that have you got left?
I wished I could agree with you there. We tried to raise $3 million. We found the marketplace very difficult, and we're not able to raise that amount. We're going, and one of the reasons we're back here talking to you is we need to get investors back into the market with some interest in investing with a private placement.
Okay, so what are the compelling aspects that if I was an investor and I was interested in putting some money into your company, what are the compelling milestones that you would achieve in the next 12 to 18 months that would make me comfortable investing?
Very good question. I have to think about that. I think that we will have definite blocks, and you will see definite steps forward. The first step that has been taking place over the last 3 weeks is Chris Kitts has developed with this SafeCash blockchain a cryptocurrency called Flash coins. And Flash coins, I think using the SafeCash blockchain will be one of the survivors of all the crypto coins that are out there. Mm-hmm. We've been accumulating Flash coins. We have a little over 2 million accumulated so far. Our target is about 50 million over the next short period of time. I think that's probably one of the key areas that you as an investor would want to be involved with. As we increase the percentage of Flash coin that we actually take up, we're hoping that the price will elevate, and it has. It's already increased somewhat in price.
Okay, so it's not just the food technology blockchain. You've also got a exposure to a cryptocurrency.
Yeah, the whole key thing is blockchain.
Okay.
And once you start working with blockchain, there's just unbelievable limits, no limits to be honest. And when you see the opportunity, you got to take it, and that's where the company's at. We have a number of people looking at different situations, and it's my background in the food industry that is pushing us towards the blockchain in the food industry. Mm-hmm. However, with people like Chris and his staff and his contacts, we're looking at other areas, and CryptoCoin and Flashcoin definitely is an area that we want to get excited about. And you as an investor would definitely be excited when you start to see what is happening.
Sure.
With the SafeCash, which blockchain, which is a takeoff of the Litecoin blockchain, there are many improvements that Chris put in place. For example, if you were to take a Bitcoin now and I was to buy it from you, it could take up to 20, 30, 40 minutes for the transaction to take place. With the with the Safe Cash blockchain and the Litecoin technology, we're able to do about 25,000 transactions in about 10 seconds. And because of that, the cost per transaction is just minor compared to what it is for a Bitcoin. And we're going to see it being able to be used for small transactions, things like corner stores and places like that. They're already using it in Venezuela now. You want to get your hair cut, you can go get your hair cut with Flashcoin.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's interesting. Great. Well, that's a great introduction for the company, Bill. We're going to leave it there for now. We'll come back to you in a quarter's time and see how you're doing. Thanks very much for joining us today.
Well, I appreciate you taking time to talk with us today. Thank you.